What is good, family? This is your girl. I am Courtney Michelle, and I am back with another video. You guys, I saw this come up on my timeline, and I had to review it. And I haven't seen it yet, so we're gonna walk through it and see if I agree with it or not. But the title is what got me, and it's 40-year-old woman strong and independent, yet no one is approaching her, and she is still single. What in the hell? Must be because she's 40. Gotta be. Who wants a 40-year-old woman? Yeah. Let's check it out.
And today, we are talking about dating in your 40s. And when I think about dating in your 40s, the first song that came to mind was Destiny's Child, Independent Women. All my women independent, throw your hands up at me. And when I think of that, it's because I feel like once women get to their 40s, and they're still dating, they're definitely independent. And then you get out there and nobody approaches you.
Well, if you're a woman in your 40s and you're not married, I mean, you need to have some kind of independence. You need to be working a job. You need to have a place to stay. You need a car. You need some sort of independence where you're able to take care of yourself. I mean, you're 40. So, I mean, that would make sense. You single. So who's taking care of you if you're not married and you're 40? It's you. So yeah, that's the idea. You should be able to take care of yourself. Everyone should be able to take care of themselves. However, it's that attitude. There's nothing wrong with being independent, but there's something wrong when you want to be married or be in a relationship and your independence overshadows your mate. Your selfishness overshadows your mate. You wanting to do everything and not letting your mate in. You holding things over your mate because you can do this and that. That's the problem. It's the attitude. You can be independent and still sweet and still want to be interdependent with your spouse when you find or when he finds you. But if you're 40, you need to come with something. Now you're a little too old in these streets to not have nothing.
What am I doing? Help me. I need somebody to respond to this and tell me what I need to do, because your girl needs help.
Welcome to Management Highlights Daily. Shout out to Patreon supporter Mr. Anonymous for this video. This is his message. Check this out. Keep me anonymous. Pure gold. Mr. Anonymous.
Why is it pure gold? That's what I want to know. What makes this pure gold? Because she's 40 and single, and somehow people get off on seeing women 40 and single? It's weird. This is pure gold, but has an emoji of a fox.
Thank you for your video request. Patreon gang salute. Thank you for your support. This is one of those self-explanatory videos where a woman tells on herself, because women always tell on themselves.
Well, if anybody talks a long time, people tell themselves. Someone that talks, you can tell if they're on that bullshit, man or woman, because people are people. You can tell if someone is sincere, man or woman, because people are people. You just have to listen and have discernment.
Just ask them the right questions and let them talk long enough. What makes this video pure gold is that she asked for help. Check this out.
She asked for help, so that makes it pure gold. Like, again, is this something to jerk off to because a woman asked for help? Are we wanting to get the lubriderm out?
I used to like to stay in the house all the time. And I was like, Crystal, you're never going to find a man if you don't leave the house. But y'all, even just getting ready, putting the makeup on, doing your hair, finding an outfit, going to shop for an outfit because you feel like I don't have nothing to wear. And then you get out there and nobody approaches you. What am I doing? I find myself coming home, I done spent $200 on a meal and drinks and still ain't got no action. What's going on? I'm still trying to figure it out.
Listen, that ain't never happened to me. I ain't never stepped out going out and no one has not approached me. But it's because I'm approachable. I smile at people. I start conversations. I'm sociable. So if no one's approaching you, first it has, I hope she's not attributing that to being 40 because that's not the case. I too am 40. But I'm sociable. I'm nice. I know how to speak to people. I'm not shy. I have a personality. So even if someone doesn't even come to me, I'll go to someone. Smile. That's it. She's beautiful. She's gonna do a smile.
And people are like, men don't approach you. I'm like, no, nobody approaches me. I'm like, I don't know if I look like I'm mean, or some people say I'm unapproachable. Other people say, oh, you look like you already got a man. I'm like, I don't.
Well, you got your answer, lady. You want to know why you're not approached? Someone help me. They did. They said you don't look approachable. So then change it. If you're not getting the results that you want, but you keep doing the same thing time after time when you go out, that's a you problem. Change it. Smile. Be sweet. Send a man a drink. That one works, okay? That gentleman over there, he looks like he likes scotch. Thank you, bartender. You got the scotch? It works.
I don't know if I need to just put a sign on back. I'm single, ready to mingle, and maybe somebody will holler. But like, I try to like be more conscious of like smiling at people, starting conversation or saying hello, just so the guy can know like, okay, she's interested, or that was an invitation to have a further conversation. But y'all don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Help me. I need somebody to respond to this and tell me what I need to do, because your girl need help.
Now, we're going to work a bit backwards on this one. We're going to start with the conclusion, at least the word that describes the conclusion, which is exhausting. The answer to her question of not being approached and why she's still single at 40 years old can all be concluded with the word exhausting. But this is not how women experience the fact that men are not approaching them. Check this out.
And another thing that's really hard about dating in your 40s is, for me, is finding a man that's not intimidated.
Words that are overused. It's so many words is overused. Intimidation is a word that I'll be so tired of. Particularly my gender uses a lot. Ain't nobody intimidated by you. I'm not intimidated by you. What's up? Go ahead. I mean, I ain't intimidated by no one. No one I feel is more important than me, or I feel uncomfortable being in the presence of someone. No, I told you, I equal opportunities over here. Anybody can get the smoke. Anybody can get whatever. But no one's intimidated by you, my lady. I mean, unless I'm playing basketball and you Jordan, then yeah, that's intimidation. But girl, you're just a regular lady. There's nothing to be intimidated by. So no, maybe that's the attitude that you think someone should be intimidated by you. That's a turnoff because it makes you unrelatable.
I've dated, and then men see how I'm living, and it's like, oh, I can't keep up with that. And I'm like, I don't need you to keep up. The things I need from you, of course, I want someone who has something going on for themselves. Of course, I want somebody who can do the things for me that I can do for them. But it doesn't have to always be on the level that I do it, because that's not what I need you for. I need love. I need affection. I need the love languages. And there's 5, and I need all of them.
Exhausting.
Damn, I gotta agree with her. She's making me exhausted. I'm exhausted.
We made a whole video about why men are not intimidated by women. So we're not going to go into that in this video. But you heard what
Okay, I have not watched this. He used Michael Jordan. I haven't watched this before. I promise you. That is hilarious. He used Michael Jordan too. I see you.
she said, right? She needs all 5 love languages. Not one, not two,
Oh,
all. The original video is 42 minutes long. The link is in the description. And we're going to focus on the main reasons why she is not approached and why she'll most likely remain single forever. We're going to start with
that's harsh. But you know what? That is reality. Everyone is not going to be with someone. That's a harsh reality.
her past. Let's talk about it.
See, like, I used to want like the hot boy, you know what I'm saying, that had it going on, the most popular, even from like high school. I always dated like the star of the football team. College, I dated the star of the basketball team. And then it was a phase of my life where I started to attract like dudes that was making a lot of money. And I was in college, and that was when I was exposed to like my first like millionaire boyfriend. And I was like, whoa, this is a different life. And being exposed to that at a very young age was like, it was a lot, you know. And then you get exposed to it, and that's what it's almost like a drug. It's like you get addicted to the life, the access, everything that comes with that. And I saw that like it was a trend. I continued to attract that type of man, somebody that was always like high in stature.
A woman's past matters. Getting to know a woman's past is like reading a book before you decide to become a part of her future. It helps you understand her stories, experiences, and who she has become. It's mind-boggling to me that she doesn't understand why she's not approached, because what she says is profound, fellas. She started attracting these men. She became addicted to these men. And we all know that drug addicts know exactly where to find their fix. However, as she got older, the regular dose is no longer effective or satisfying. Check this out.
I think it was, and I started to even look at men like, okay, yeah, I just want somebody to take care of me. I had that mentality because I didn't have nothing going on. But when I started having something going on and the table started turning, I was making my own money. I was standing on my own 2 feet. I didn't have to depend on him to pay my bills. I could do it on my own. That's when I started looking for different things in a man. I was looking for somebody to take care of me when I was younger. But as I started to come into my own, I was like, no, like I need something deeper. Like it's not all about the fame. It's not about the riches, because those men, I'm not putting all men who make a lot of money or men of stature and high status in the same box, but it's a lot that comes with that life. And you deal with infidelity, you deal with ego, you deal with a lot.
Let me say this, because she's right. When you date someone with a lot of access to things, you know, it comes with a lot. And sometimes, you know, you have to deal with a lot in order to be with that person because of their access. And I've seen a lot of people talk about like older women, like the Halle Berrys, or think of like someone else, Khalees, where when they were younger, you know, they dated the Nas and they dated, you know, Halle Berry dated multiple celebrities. But then now that they're older and then they're just with a regular guy. Now, men will tell you, well, they just can't get those men anymore and they've hit the wall. Sometimes when women get a certain age, and we've been there, done that, and you get older and you got your own, you don't want that drama. You know, at 20, dating someone that's an athlete and having to deal with women calling and I'm with your man and sending pictures and all that. That comes with that lifestyle. At 40, a lot of us don't want to deal with that. We just want something regular. Because regular is not a bad thing, it's peace. It's I don't want to be fighting all the women. I'm tired of fighting. I just want to, I say this all the time. I just want to sit down on my porch in my rocking chair, drink my lemonade, and look at the stars. That's peace to me. And I'm 40. That's age appropriate for me. It's relaxation. I want to go fishing. I'm not trying to keep up with 20-year-old women wilding out. Well, I'm not trying to do that. So priorities changes, just like men. When you get older, you're supposed to want something different. I shouldn't be wanting the same thing at 20, at 40. That's just normalities. That's normal. A man at 20 shouldn't have the same ideas of wants and needs when he turns 40. It's called growing up.
A lot of loneliness because they're always busy. And those are things like, okay, do I want that? Like, is this the life I want? Do I want to be by myself all the time while he's out doing God knows what? Because he feels like he can, because he's the one bringing all the money in. So when I started making my own money, my whole idea of what I wanted in a man started to change.
This is pure gold. The price went up. The fiend needs a higher dose of that feel-good Kool-Aid. This happens to women in general.
I don't know what that means. The price went up and it's pure gold. Being grown is life. And if God willing, you're going to get old. Everyone does. And things change. And the older you get, the more stability starts looking good and sexy. I don't know, again, how is that pure gold? It's just life for everyone.
Moment women don't have to directly rely on a man to get resources, she feels entitled to more than she already has. She just explained to us why she can't keep a high status man or a high value man. But we're going to use.
She didn't say that. She said she doesn't want that lifestyle. That in the 20s she did, but now she's 40. Does she want to be lonely? Does she want to have to be worrying about women? Does she want all that comes with that lifestyle? And what she's saying is, no, I don't. She didn't say she couldn't keep it. She doesn't want that lifestyle. And believe it or not, there's a lot of women that don't want that lifestyle. There's a lot of women that claim they want it, but they never had it. They've never been in a relationship with that particular type of man. They've never been in a relationship with a CEO, a football player, NBA player. They've never been in it. But it's a whole different life. So I'm going to have to disagree on that.
Use reverse psychology to make our point. Check this out.
And not saying that my success defines me, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it didn't boost my confidence and make me like, I don't need you. You know, I can do this on my own. I want you. And there's a difference between needing somebody and wanting somebody.
Okay. That gets on my nerves. And this is, again, a L on her part. You being able to pay your bills doesn't eliminate the need of someone being there. What if something happens to you and you get sick? You're going to need somebody then, aren't you? You're going to want somebody or you're going to need someone? No, you need somebody there. Just because you can pay your bills doesn't make a person, man or woman, just an accessory. That is a whole human being. You need interaction with someone. You need touch. You need to be caressed. I need to converse with someone. When I'm mentally drained, I need someone there to help me and give me advice and guide me through some things that I might not know. I am in need of my man. And it doesn't have to do with because I can pay my bills. Like that's so surface. There's so much to life. Then I got a nice little check, so I don't need no man. Life hits hard when things go awry and you lose a job and medical bills is coming in, you don't have insurance, or then you about to might lose your place. And all you got is yourself. What kind of life is that?
When you want them, it's a choice. I'm making a choice to be with you. When I need you, it's like, nigga, I'm not gonna be able to survive if I don't have you. And the need.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you can survive without him. You sure can. But can you thrive? Are you your best self by doing it by yourself? Or are you your best self when you have someone along with you for this ride of life? Too many women are just surviving. I'm not.
He turns into something different. Like I need that spiritual connection. I need you mentally. Like you have my heart and my soul now. It's not all like tangible things. When now for where I am now. But yeah, it's definitely changed. I look more on the inside than the outside. It's not all about what you can do for me at this age. It's about how you can feed me. And that's what it really is. How can you feed me? How can you feed my spirit? How can I learn from you? There's guys that like literally can be top NBA players that like, Crystal, I would marry you tomorrow. And I'm like, bruh, the conversation is horrible. Like, I'm a sapiosexual. You get me here, you gonna get me there. Okay? you gotta get the mind first. And I'm like, every time I'm on the phone with you, I'm like, and I know you'll buy me every Chanel collection, everything in Gucci. You'll take me on every trip I want to go on. But when we there, what we talking about? Like, it's something about that. Like, I have to be stimulated mentally. So those are the things I look for now as a 40-year-old, and that's what the difference is for sure.
This is exactly how high status men, high value men feel about her. Women love to say, I don't need you, but I want you. It just hits different when a man says the same thing because women see themselves as the prize. In their mind, they're doing us a favor. These men that she wants don't need her and don't want her long term. It's recreational use only. And women always tell on themselves, check this out.
Go ahead and let them fall by the wayside before you come over here, because I need you to be open to receive all that your blessings that God has for you, because I'm a blessing. Okay? I need you to know I'm a blessing. I had one guy tell me, he was like, Crystal, he's like, I just wonder sometimes, am I missing my blessing? Because he's in a very evolutionary phase of his life where talking about he is doing amazing things. And he's like, and I wonder because of where I am, and I'm in a phase where I have to be selfish. And there are phases in life where you have to focus on yourself. He's like, am I missing my blessing? And I looked up at him and I said, you are. But that's okay. You got to do what you feel is right for you. And if the timing is right and we're supposed to be together, we'll be together when the time is right. And if not, you're a great friend. And I'm here for you. I support you. But you're not about to play with me. We can be cool. We got to keep it just like this. Keep it friendly. Don't play with me when you know that's not what you're ready for.
Hate to break it to you, but you're not a blessing to this man. You are a liability. You are a distraction, and you are exhausting.
He's talking a lot about a man that he doesn't know. Now, this guy obviously don't want to be with her, so she needs to take the hint. So maybe she's not a blessing to him, but she can be a blessing to someone else that wants to be with her. Again, I am blessed to have someone, and that person is blessed to have me. We go off each other. Our energies, our love, our he helps me, I help him. That's my teammate. So again, and I hate this idea that as a woman, you are a blessing to someone. You make yourself a blessing to someone. You make yourself or put yourself in a position where that man will miss you when you're gone. And I'm not talking about going out your life, but when you here at work, oh, baby, you made me that little lunch. You brought that in. That's good. And you gone for the week, and I ain't got what you used to give me. I mean, this, that. You can make yourself so much valuable in a relationship by doing just the little cutesy things. But no, and this whole prize thing is I'm so tired of hearing that. I'm the prize, you the prize. No, the relationship is the prize. Because at the end of the day, majority of people are not in relationships and not have experienced being in true love. Like head over heels. People don't experience that. And for me, that's the prize. And I'm part of that. I am part of that experience. So yes, I am part of the prize. And baby is part of the prize too. And when we come together, it's magical.
You're not useful to this man. And once again, she'll tell on herself. Check this out.
I need someone that is emotionally supportive to me, someone that supports my career. And I've found that a lot of men are not in a space of maturity or even have the bandwidth to give me that. They're so used to just buying women and, oh, I'll go do this, I'll pay for this, and everything's gonna be okay. No, like I need you to be my homie, my lover, and my friend. And that's where I feel like even dating, I just haven't found all three of those things in a man.
You guys know I took my talents overseas, and I was able to do that because I made smart investments. And as an entrepreneur that works at least 60 hours a week, the last thing I wanted was a career woman. I wanted a helper. This woman is not a helper. She's looking for a wife. If this woman was a helper, this man would have wifed her up in a second.
That's not true. The reality is, majority of men need their woman to work. And I can't stand when I hear a man that's over 40 talking about, I don't care how much she makes. She could work at the Taco Bell and bring in $8 an hour. But when the number one reason that people get divorced is for financial reasons, you need to make sure that the woman that you marry is able to hold it down as well too. Because again, like I said before, what if something happens to you? What if you can't work anymore? What if you get sick? Being 40, you do see a lot of your friends and people that you went to school with dying. 35, 36, 37 of heart attacks, having strokes. So if something were to happen to you, then what? The vows, it's for richer or poor, to death do us part. It's, I'm here with you. And if something happens to you, you need to know that you can rely and depend on me to hold it down as well. Getting a woman that has a good job is not a bad thing. You should want her. It's her attitude. Y'all kill me. She can be, if she's 40 working at the Taco Bell, she's made some very bad life choices and decisions. Or maybe something has happened, but if that's her career, it's just wanting to flip burgers and she's 40, where does she live? You need a woman that's able to also take care of shit. That's going to come to bite y'all in the ass. I'm going to tell you that now. Get There's nothing wrong with having a woman that's intelligent, that's career minded as well too. Y'all can come together and do a lot of shit together.
Because she's useful to him. She could make his life easier.
You can do that and also have a career. It's not that hard to make your man's life easier. Feed him, fuck him. And you can do that with a 9 to 5. People just don't live in reality. But again, people don't live in reality if they've never been in a real relationship and know how it works and the needs that come. I want to travel. I want to explore the world. Me and my man, we want to do it all. I'm gonna have to work to do some of this stuff. You think I'm gonna rely on him till he's gonna take care of everything? And no, majority of us don't have that money to be able to do that, and that's okay. You don't need that much. 2 incomes is always better than one. The hell, y'all?
If you listen to her 42-minute video, she says nothing specific about what she does for her man. It's all, I want this, I want that, me. Exhausting. Check this out.
So he's got to be intentional. He's got to be ready for open for something serious, because I'm telling you, like, when you come over here, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it here, and you're not gonna leave. So yeah, he got to come confident. He got to come intentional and ready.
What about all these men that came before him? Make that make sense. Matter of fact, she's gonna tell us why.
And I still kind of struggle with this. I'm still trying to figure this part out. How we put marital expectations on dating. So we're not married, but I want you to be monogamous, exclusive. I want you to treat me like your wife. And I want all the rewards of a husband, and we're not married.
This is why I don't feel sorry for her, because she might have been with over 50 dudes, but she has 0 rings. Who are the gatekeepers of sex? Women fought for sexual freedom, and they said, you don't need to be my husband. You don't need to be my fiance. You don't even have to be my freaking boyfriend to. And it's these men that you desire that caught on to this message. Hey, I don't have to get married to get punani. Hey, I don't have to take women on dinner dates to get punani. I don't have to listen to this exhausting creature to get punani. Why in the blue hell should I leave punani paradise? The foolishness.
There's a lot of men that's not getting punani, so let's stop that cap. There's a lot of men that are not. And believe it or not, there's a lot of men that do want to have a family. There's a lot of men that want to be married. I know this space doesn't believe that, but again, that's why I had to get out of this space and start living a life of normal folks outside, living a world. And once you get outside and start talking to regular men, you will see that yes, there's a lot of men that want to be married. There's a lot of men that's. I was talking to someone that is a guy that he's married, and he was like, the best thing that I've ever done was to be married. I'm a better man because I have a family. But people will call that a simp. People will call that, well, that's not true, and that's not. And again, it is. Get the hell up off this internet.
Check this out.
The most uncomfortable position to be in a relationship or in a dating phase is to the point where you're like confused about what we're doing. I talked to this guy for a year and didn't know what we were doing.
No, that's stupid. Okay? You got a good solid month with me. A good month. 4 weeks. What's up? 4 weeks. Maybe even less. Okay? The hell, a year? Hell no.
And when I finally asked him, I was like, so what are we doing? I know guys hate that question. It's like or they hate the we need to talk and they hate the what are we doing? It's like dun dun dun.
Yeah. Now I feel like rapping game. Hate it or love it, dog. My God. No, what you want? As a matter of fact, that's first date stuff. First date, second date. What are you looking for? Do you see yourself as a husband? Do you want to be married? What are you looking for? Well, I'm just right now, I'm just a little casual. Okay. No punani. I mean, that's how that goes. I'm not gonna waste my time on some casual. I'm not a casual type of broad, okay? It's relationships over here. And you need to know what's popping within the month.
And I'm like, I tried to use my tone like, so what are we doing? Not, so what are we doing? I tried to be very particular about how I said it because I didn't want to like scare him or him be like him to go in a shell and be like, oh God, I don't want to talk about this. And he was like, I'm thinking we're dating. And he's like, oh no, he's like, we're getting to know each other. I'm like, bruh, how much knowing do we need to get? Like, come on. Pastor Darius and Pastor Shamika say collecting data. I was like, it ain't that much data to collect. I showed you.
That was your fault. That was your fault. How are you giving yourself to a man for a whole year and then gonna ask, what's up with me and you? Nothing? Nothing.
In 3 months what it was. If you didn't catch it, you didn't catch it. So I'm thinking we dating, and that's the importance of communication because women will be thinking one thing and a man will be thinking another. So I feel like at that point I was in my 30s and I waited a year to kind of figure out what we were doing.
You know what they were doing? Punani paradise, baby. Now listen carefully.
My parents got engaged within 6 months and they were married by the 8th month.
1 month for me. One. What's up? Wasting no time over here.
So like it was a very fast track marriage. And my mom always says it don't take nobody that long to figure out they want to be with you or not.
Facts. Matter of fact, a lot of men tell you they when they saw you, they knew. When I saw you, I already knew that I wanted you in my life. Don't take that long.
Not.
Yes, this is it. Mama comes from a different time and society where religion had a significant influence and premarital sex was viewed negatively. This woman is a product of modern Western society where a woman of peak value is encouraged to participate in the hookup culture and prioritize a college degree and a career over pursuing a healthy long-term relationship. People shouldn't be dating in their 40s, especially women. Don't get it twisted. It's not that she's not getting attention, but the men she was once attracting are naturally looking to date younger women.
But okay, we keep perpetuating this narrative which doesn't fit every shoe size. What she said in this video is the men that she was dating before, she didn't want that type of man. She literally said that. Now, whether you believe her or not, that's on you, but we can only go by face value, and that's what she said. She didn't say, man, the men that I wanted back in the day, I can't pull them now. That's not true. She didn't say that. She's looking for something that's more in depth. She's going to have to learn a little something about herself, though. Scale it back a little bit, mama, okay? Smile a little bit. Make sure the man knows that he is needed because you want to feel needed. You know what surprises me with women? I don't need you. I just want you. Let a man tell you that. I don't need you. I just want you. Oh, dagger. Right here. It hurt right here. You don't even want to feel needed. Women need to feel that need. Men do too. Who wants to be with someone that's that don't care if they're there or not. I just want you, as if I'm a freaking ice cream cone. No, baby, I need to be needed like nourishment, like water. Okay, without me, I need you like I need you to want me like that, or I need you to need me like that, and vice versa. So you need to change a little bit of the way that you speaking. No man or woman wants to be with someone that they don't feel that doesn't need them. That's something that's innate. Everyone needs to feel needed. Boy, you gotta take it back to elementary school sometimes.
Nowhere in this video does this woman give men, especially high value men, an incentive to commit to a 40-year-old career woman who has a body count higher than the predator, who does.
Which you don't know that at all. You don't know her body count. And let me tell you this, high value men is not online talking about high body counts. They don't give a damn. That's usually not conversations when you get outside with real men speaking. I have never been on a date. My man has never asked me what your body count is. The hell? So that doesn't have, quit all this, the body count. So we don't know her body count, and majority of men don't care, or high value men are not asking that. They're not. Dweebs online are.
Does not want children or may not even have the ability to have children.
And let me say this as well too. Speaking that, I have dated and with. Every man doesn't want a 20-year-old. There are men that want a mature woman. There are men that don't want to have children, that they're in their mid 40s and they are done. They already have kids and they don't want anymore. They want a spouse to grow old with. They want companionship. And when you start getting up in age, that's what you're looking for, some companionship. I've had kids. I've been married. I've been this. It didn't work out. Now here I'm 45. Here I am 50. And I just want to be with you. Let's make this work. That's a thing too. So again, quit painting these broad strokes on people as if everyone is the same. They are not. They're not. Get the hell up off this internet. There's a lot in the video that I agree with. A lot of the video I definitely think just random talking points. And again, getting out in the world and meeting people that don't parrot these talking points. First, it's very refreshing. Second, you can see that every man is not the same. Every woman is not the same. Every man is not looking for this particular type of woman. Every woman is not looking for this particular type of man. It's just what gets highlighted is just the same old rhetoric, the same old bullshit. And as a 40-year-old woman that is no longer dating anymore, I'm going to tell you this. The author of my life and my story is not a damn person making a video on the internet at all. And if you're wanting to be with someone and you're 40, you can. If you're getting the same results, then maybe it's something that you're doing that you're going to have to switch up. And it doesn't take necessarily that much. Be more approachable. Smile. Fix yourself up a little bit when you go out. Make sure you put on a little gloss, brush your hair, smell nice, a pretty dress. Like, be approachable. Be that person that someone will be proud to have on their arm. Be that woman that a man wants to be vulnerable with, because he knows that you listen to him and he knows that you have integrity, character, and loyalty. Because regardless your age, those characteristics, even though it sounds simple, it's far few in between that you see women or men really that have it. So how do you stand out at 40? Be sweet. Be intelligent. No one wants to be, if a man wants you dumb, that's a red flag. If a man doesn't want you to have a good job, that's a red flag. But it's you as a person. Your job doesn't make you. Your character, integrity, your loyalty, your respect, those are characteristics of you. And whether you're a CEO or working at the Walmart, that's going to be reflective.